So in like 22 days, there's this new big league coming out, and if you don't know what this league is, it's a seasonal event that's going to go for 2 months. You get to unlock regions. The whole game is discussing which are the best 3 regions to unlock. So what we know so far is you start in Misthalin, which is like Lumbridge Rock, and then you unlock Karamja next, and then you can choose the next 3. What I'm going to do this video is I'm going to go through each of the skills. I'm a skiller. I don't do PVM. Maybe I will when I run out of content in 3 months time. My plan is I'd much rather just enjoy the game how I enjoy the game, which is what I'm doing right now, and just fucking woodcutting AFK. This information as well is subject to change. We don't know everything, but we know a lot. We don't know what quests auto unlock yet at the time of recording this. They may have just released it. So before we go through each skill, I'm going to tell you my 3 locations. First one is going to be Asgarnia and Kandarin, and then I can't decide on Mori or fucking Fremi. But Mori and Fremi both have pluses. It's just a matter on who is more pluses. Well, Melee's easy. The gist with Melee is you find someone at AFK. Most people tell you to do Slayer. Those people are fucking mad people. I'm not gonna give a shit enough to do Slayer for that long. I bet the people who enjoy my content are probably similar to me. My goal is we either go to Ammonites on Fossil Island. There's a bunch of spots there. They're gonna be super competitive because everyone has it. Or we go old-fashioned rock crabs up at Relica. But there's also swamp crabs down in Mauritania. I think there's the main crabs because Zaya's off the list. There's no Zaya allowed. They're also cutting out Nightmare Zone. If you have Fremi, you get yourself a Nate's helm. Also, the reason I like Asgarnia is you get climbing boots, a fighter torso from Kandarian, an amulet of strength from... I've written Karamja. I don't know why I've written Karamja. Oh yeah, for mining. Right, you can mine the gem rocks. But I assume you can get a ruby from anywhere, so I think that's a bit of a stretch. So you can get a fire cape from Karamja too if you're feeling a bit fancy. I'll probably get a fire cape. You can get a combat bracelet. I've written Asgarnia because the thing that a lot of people are overlooking is the crystal chest that's in Asgarnia, because that thing gives a free Dragonstone, which you could use for so many good jewelry unlocks. Another big thing, you get a Dragon Defender from Asgarnia. Weapon-wise, we got a few decisions to make, because you can get a whip if you want to grind out Slayer, which I do not want to do. So I think the best just I can do is a Dragon Scimitar. Yeah, that's my melee. So we've basically got max melee set up with these 3 locations. And then I'll go to Ammonites, and I'll use my fame to crash people. That's not helpful for you guys. But if you fucking try to crash me, I'm gonna get 30 people on your ass. You'll never be able to train again. I'm petty when it comes to crashing. So melee's pretty set with those 3 locations. But next we got range, which I think we just buy bow and crossbow. But the big thing is Avers. So for Avers, you need to have Mauritania. You might also unlock them with Fremi. Like, this is a thing I don't know about yet, because we got to see what happens with the quest. But to get the base Avers, you definitely need Mauritania. Having Avers saves so much both money and time. And then magic, all I'm gonna do is just buy fucking mind runes and then go back to the crabs. I'm doing peak AFK here. I'm the laziest fucking player. I don't want to do any Slayer. But prayer is a big issue. So there's only 3 real ways to train prayer. And one of them's in Mori, the Ecto. One of them's in the Wilderness, the Chaos Altar. And the other is in Fremnik with Gilded Altars. To unlock a lot of construction, you need Keldagrim, because that has marbles and gold leaf. So if you want to have full access to your house, you really need Fremnik. And that'll help with almost every activity, because you can get pools at that point, you can get better teleports. RuneCrafting is next on the list. See, there's 2 big ones here I've written down. ZMI in Kandarian, and the better ZMI you get is with Lunatellis, which unlocks Fremnik, and also in Fremnik is the Astrals. And I think they're the big ones. You could do like Cosmics at a low level and Nats if you get a good teleport to a bank. RuneCrafting's gonna be shit. I think we just put our hands in the air. RuneCrafting's shit no matter what part of the game you're playing. Also, you can get Rune Essence from just mining with that AFK relic. Or we just become a RuneCrafting pure. Ignore it. Crafting is charters. Lunas unlocks this super glass make spell, which makes charters fucking mint. I love doing it. On my Iron Man, crafting is one of my highest levels. But the problem is, I don't know how much competition that's going to be. Because if we're all Iron Man, all at the same fucking charter ship, then that's going to be torture. Like, there's already this intense metagame in Iron Man mode where you're like hopping trying to beat people. And like you find someone and you hop 2 worlds in front of them to try and push them out of like that zone. If like you get your own unique shop, or if it like refills instantly, that might be amazing. In Zaya, last Twisted League, I think whenever you exited, the shop refilled. So if they do that with charters, then crafting becomes doable. If there isn't competition, getting a unique charter is huge. Like, if you get the Mori charter, that's close to a bank. A lot of people probably won't be a Mori. And then like random stuff like Taranwan, it's nowhere near a bank. I also can't really say Taranwan. There's no reason for me to go to the elf place. Maybe Dragon Bones. I didn't even touch on Dragon Bones. I'm going to the Tavli dungeon, right in that agility shortcut with Dragon Bones. In Prif, there are dragon bones right on that top of that mountain. Also with Firemaking, you get access to so many dragons in the Myth Guild because you get Dragon Slayer 2 for free. I think there'll be a lot of dragons, but I just like my usual Tavily spot. I'm a creature of habit. I just want to go back to doing all the things I know how to do. That's all I care about this league. Mining, we've got MLM, so our favorite motherlode mine. I don't know how the paved dirt's going to work with the banking relic. I don't think it's going to do it because you can't actually bank paved dirt. But MLM's just great AFK training. But if I don't feel like fucking AFK training, there are so many 3 spots through Kandarian and Misthalin. Piscatorius mine up at the top. You got Artie, you got Fossil Island as a 3 spot too. There's one in the desert as well, but there's no way I want to go to the desert. There's only one thing in the desert I care about, and that's the period. And I do kind of want to go to the period, even though there's better alternatives for both agility and money, but fuck, I love that period. But yeah, the mining guild's also got a 3 spot. Also, a big thing is the place where you buy picks is in Asgarnia. Oh no, you can buy it in Prif as well, apparently. There's one in Keldagrim. Oh, I'm a liar. They're everywhere. There's one in the mining guild too. Smithing is going to be a lot of blast furnace, I reckon. So blast furnace, they're not automating. So you can't have a blast furnace world like you do in the main game. You're going to have to get like 6 friends. If you want to do blast furnace in leagues, I'll set up like a clan thing or like a world so we can all join together. Someone goes on the strength machine, someone goes on like the running machine. If you want to join in, I think click Firemaking with us. We'll go set up like this blast furnace hub. Yeah, definitely join the CC. Also, getting that, I think I'll just blast furnace a shit ton of iron from the mining, from the 3 spots, and a shit ton of coal from the MLM. I didn't know you could get a rune pick in Prif though. That changes things slightly. I still don't like Prif. Prif is going to be a PVM's hub because you get Zulrah, fucking Gauntlet, you get Zolcano, you get fucking... I don't go to Prif enough, but there's another one I'm forgetting about. Nah, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to do it anyway. There's a shit ton of PVM you can get in Prif. I just don't think it's worth it, especially not for me, who, if I had to do PVM that much, I would go mental. But I'm unlocking Firemaking, and I'm debating whether or not I do dags for a fucking dragon axe, because even then I don't care. I'd rather use a rune axe than have to suffer through dags for like the 20 minutes it takes to get a dragon axe. Fishing. Barb fishing is going to be a big in Candaria. Karam's a great fucking food that's super AFK if you get the banking relic. And if you get the banking relic, Barb's fucking AFK too. So fishing is going to be a fantastic skill if you get that banking relic. I didn't pick the banking relic last time because it wasn't worth it and I was going all sweaty and I regret that so much. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You want to go peak AFK. Also cooking, I think what you do is you get 99 fishing at Qualms because that's AFK as shit. And then you got a Bertho because there is this one, that fire that's right next to the bank, which is huge. And there's also in the Myths Guild, there's a range right next to a fire. With Firemaking, I've just written burn logs, you dickhead. So... burn the logs, you dickhead. Woodcutting is a bit more interesting. So to get a rune axe, you can't actually buy one. One of the dragons in the Revenant Caves drop a rune axe. You get a free rune axe basically, which is very interesting that I think a lot of people have overlooked. Yeah, it was a black dragon. So 1 in 42. If you don't do that, we all have access to the spirit trees when you fairy ring and do that classic thing. Honestly, don't want to do that because it's annoying. I don't think they give XP, I'm pretty sure. I mean, if I'm forced to, I can do it. Fuck, I completely overlooked the wilderness, but it might be good. Because PvP deaths are treated as PVM deaths now. So you're pretty much completely safe in the wilderness. Maybe I do go wilderness. No, I can't. Or could I? No, I can't. But I could. If you go Mauritania, get yourself some Varric set. Go wilderness. There's a lot of fun you can have there. I'm gonna have to think about it. I wrote the wilderness off pretty quick, but it's actually not that bad. I forgot to mention a very good woodcutting method. If you plant 3 teaks on Fossil Island, then you can bank them pretty easily, and it's just a super quick method, and it's great for getting planks. The fact that it's instant means so good. You don't have any fucking competition. Agility, you can train fucking everywhere. I don't think agility is gonna be a problem. If you're not going Azenkar, first of all, you're an idiot. But Kandarian's huge. You need Kandarian. Herblore, I've written Kingdom. So Kingdom, if you don't know what it is, it's this thing in Firemaking where you can set up like dudes to work for you and you pay a lot of money. So you're gonna need a lot of money from Thieving's my way, but wherever you get it from. So the only issue is it's only 2 months. So you're gonna need to unlock that one super quick to try and maximize it because it's like a daily thing. And I've also written Slayer and Farming. And I'm gonna tell you now. Slayer and Farming are my least 2 favorite skills. I have not put in any effort on this spreadsheet for Slayer and Farming. I just wrote down, you'll figure it out. And it's true, I probably will figure it out. I'm sure there's Herblore patches in Candaria. But yeah, Herblore, Slayer Farming, and Kingdom. It's gonna be rough. It's rough on any Iron Man, but I think it's gonna be rough too. Fletching is just, I'm gonna pick flax from Candaria and the logs I get from AFKing shit. Slayer, one big thing about Slayer is if you unlock both Asgardian and Kandarian, you get the cannon. And the cannon is fucking, mint. The cannon's huge. Cannon makes Slayer AFK and enjoyable. And that's coming from me, who fucking hates Slayer. I will do everything in my power to avoid Slayer, but a cannon. So every Slayer master can assign every task. That's something they're adding just to make Slayer more enjoyable. Let me just think about this for a sec. While we're on the Slayer, we've got the Slayer cave in the Gnome place with fire giants and blood velds. That's huge. We got the Fremnik shit, so you can probably get a good amount of herbs on like Kurask and stuff and the Turoths. If you unlock Mori, you get a whip. But there's also another way to get a whip is through the Abyss Realm, I'm pretty sure. I forgot to mention the Slayer Helm, but that's unlocked in Mauritania, and that's probably essential if you're going for Slayer as one of your first 99s. Farming, I've just wrote, look up herb patches and shit. I don't know, it's farming. You can tell I wrote this guide. Let's look up herb patches. Well, I got your attention, guys. Where are all the herb patches in Old School? We got one in Falador. There's one in Mauritania. There's one in Cathaby, so that's Kandarian. There's one in Ardi, that's Kandarian. The Troll Stronghold. There's one in Harmony, so that's Mori. That's a lot of for Mori. There's one in Weiss. I mean, I don't really care. Fuck. I mean, it's farming. What do you guys want from me? I'm gonna avoid it like the fucking plague. I can't tithe farm, so I don't know. I'm definitely not gonna do any farming. I'm gonna do Slayer farming and Herblore at the end, because fuck me. When you need that XP boost, every relic you get like 6 times more XP, so I'm just gonna wait till the end to fucking touch farming. Construction, we've already talked about. Keldagrim is huge for fancy shit. Plank make on the Lunar spell is also pretty huge. It makes it slightly cheaper and incredibly fast, because the only way to get planks without lunars is to walk to the fucking sawmill every time. You can balloon to Castle Wars and shit if you unlock Kandarian, but basically you're still gonna have to be spending a shit ton of cash on the sawmill. That's another tick for Fremnik, because that's a fucking, plank mate's delicious. It still costs money, it's not free, but it's delicious to use. I'm pretty sure it's even AFK now. I think they updated that. Welcome to the Hanannie channel, where we put in 0 effort to fucking videos. Next on the list, we got Hunter. Oh, this one's fucking huge, Hunter. So Hunter, Kandarian is a must for Hunter. I don't know the exacts, I haven't looked it up, but Piscatorius and Felder Hills. And then you can do like red salamanders at, ZMI, that's what I'm looking for. If you get like Mori, you can do like green salamanders, I think they are, or swamp lizards or something. And if you unlock the desert, you got some other things. But again, the XP is so fast that I reckon it's going to take more time to walk to the new spot than it is just to like skip it. Late game hunter. In my notes, I just wrote late game shit. I don't know. Haha, it's Hunter. I thought I did a lot more work than apparently I did. This document's so shit. It's titled Hannah League Guides for Hannahs. So if you're not a Hannah, you can't listen to this league guide. What is late game hunter? Let's think about it now. There's like red chins you can do if you unlock Kandarian. Red chins are alright. I think people do that to 99, and they're useful for range training. Black chins in the wilderness would be pretty huge. Fuck, wilderness is looking juicier every time I think about it. What the fuck is late game hunter? Hunter's my lowest skill on my main. It's only 82. Oh yeah, herbivore. That's true. You can do herbivore at Fossil Island. I've actually never touched herbivore. Herbivore's huge for fucking herbs too. Birdhouses, I'm remembering now. Last but not least, we've got thieving. And thieving is huge because you need Kandarian and you get fucking Artie Knights, which that's it. That's all I need to say. Shit ton of cash, shit ton of AFK. Kandarian's 100%. The more I think about that, the less I'm leaning on Asgarnia. You can also get cakes in Artie, which are good early game food if you don't want to cook. So yeah, that's my they're my 3 spots. The more I think about it, the less I'm liking Asgarnia, and I kind of want to go to the wilderness. I can't believe I'm saying that. Asgarnia, we've got climbing boots, blue drags, mining. Yeah, so you don't get the cannon, you don't get the Berthope fire for cooking. You don't get the dragon defender. I'm seriously leaning towards the wilderness. You get dragons in the wilderness and a better prayer method. I actually think I might go wilderness Candaria Fremnik, because Asgarnia is not looking that good. I love the Tavoli dungeon. I love the strength bonuses. You can get a dragon pick too. There's a lot going on in the wilderness that I didn't even consider. The only problem with dying in the wilderness is money, because it counts as a PVM death. So you could just take dragon bones to the Chaos Altar and get so much fucking prayer. I was so certain before I started recording this video. All I know is the desert's shit. The desert's got nothing. You can make darts if you want a fucking blow pipe, and that's it. So Prif is shit. Prif, I'm writing Priff off, I'm writing the desert off. Priff's got a lot of random stuff. I honestly have never ever been to Priff on my main. Outside of a couple of videos I've recorded, that's it. I've never really engaged much in that content, and I don't think I want to start now. Tell me what you think in the comments. I really don't know. I don't think there's enough going on in Tehran 1 to warrant a whole location. No, actually, comment down below your 3 locations and why, because I really want to see your perspectives. I've been hanging out in the Discord server about this, in the League server, and it's so interesting to see everyone's thought processes. So please leave that down below. I don't know. Fuck. Goodbye.